Well, we should be getting into it soon here. As I said, it is the Mario and the Joker coming from Ravenking versus the Steve and the Cloud. And Cloud is a great doubles character. He can kind of do it all. You saw what he could do in like Smash 4, and he's been toned down a little bit, but he's still a doubles monster in this game.
Yeah, still gets a lot of stuff done. And I think, with Steve, really can't go wrong there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Steve, you said, Cloud can do it all, and Steve is literally a character that can do it all.
This is a team that can really just do it all by nature.
Yeah. But I mean, we can't count out Ravenking and Dark Wizzy, of course. They're both very solid players playing some very solid characters. And Anthony going to be stuck on ledge. That 2-frame going to be rough, but a nice team save. Is it going to matter? Oh, it definitely will. Ravenking not able to finish him off stage. Oh, a nice catch and a follow-up as well. Okay, they got the team combos going. I'm liking to see that. And the
nice
finisher.
Catch for AnthonyIsntCool. I disagree. Anthony is very cool. That was very nice to see.
Oh, kind of getting his teammates stuck for the follow-up, but it's okay because Wizzy actually ending up worse in that situation. Side B capitalize off of the confusion. And that up smash, not enough to kill, but that one does on Wizzy instead. So 2 stocks ahead at this point. Steve going to lose his first one, though. All right, Onin setting up a wall, kind of separating this 2v1 off from his teammate. That's a very smart strategy, because now Wizzy actually going to die off of that, using the blocks to stop his recovery. Onin showing why he's one of the best in the world right now. Oh no, this time kind of separating off his teammate, though. I feel like there's some very different ways you could play Steve in doubles. I've seen some people stock tank and just build a wall and go do their own thing off to the side while their teammate is, left to fend for themselves. And then there's also this where, he's very involved. He's kind of piecing apart the other team and getting in and doing some damage himself.
And like what you mentioned earlier, maybe locking off their opponent. So instead of locking off himself, he's locking off his opponent to say, hey, you stay over there unless you are really good against, Steve block management.
Yeah,
a lot of good.
Either way, there's time and effort that you have to put in order to get back into the match, and that's a barrier. Any amount of a barrier is a barrier. And Wizzy is now alone here and dead. And he's just dead.
He was just charging. That was charging for quite a while. It's like patient. He's I'll wait for you. We're ready to go. Awesome.
We saw something similar in that last match where, Kopel and Kopel and So Good Pop came out to a very good lead on that first game, but then Dark Wizzy and Ravenking were able to take it back. They took it in a very close 3-2 set. We'll see if they're able to kind of adjust in a similar way, but AnthonyIsntCool and Onin are looking so solid right now. I was talking about how, Kopel and So Good Pop had that team synergy, had that chemistry that you could tell, and you see that in spades here with this team. And yeah, these are 2 top Michigan players, both on the PR of Michigan. So not surprising to see them make it this far, be 2nd seed, and doing so well here against the 1st seed.
I would just believe in Dark Wizzy's ability to analyze and come back. So I want this to start. I'm so excited.
We can't just talk about Dark Wizzy though, because Ravenking is also on that team. And Ravenking, while he doesn't travel as much, he is really good. He is a menace in the Midwest. And he is a powerful player who's also really good at adjusting. When you play a character like Ike, you have to learn how to deal with certain matchups that are going to ruin your day. And, well, I guess he also does have the Joker, which he just brought out there. Going back to the Ike, though, the old trusty. And we'll see how that does for them here in Game 2. This might be the shift that they need, because it felt like they needed something going out of that first match. All right, and this is kind of starting similarly already. They're kind of going in on the blue team here, getting some percent to start it out. But it's been evened out as quickly as said. Nice combo, though.
Yeah, both Dark Wizzy and Ravenking are having trouble, just getting in here to get anything going.
And Onin's just building a whole church out there, not letting anybody in. Up air strings. Wizzy not getting too much out of it though. Oh, yep. He was trying to set up, but doesn't get it because Onin has enough awareness to get out of there. I think that's actually the first time we're seeing the TNT come out. That thing is terrifying for everyone involved, frankly.
Yes.
It's like a snake C4. Oh no! Trying to save his teammate, but just caught up instead. Followed the only path, the path that Onin wanted him to take. Another big lead already for Onin and Anthony.
Well, Onin was sitting up there off stage. If that would have worked, that would have been very, very nice. He doesn't quite pull it off there, but...
Okay, nice kill for Wizzy. Trying to get himself back into the game. They're not that far behind, especially if that kills, but it doesn't quite. I feel like so far is working a bit better, but they're still finding themselves at a deficit. That's just building more and more, and that's going to be a limit wave beam and an up smash from Anthony, and man, just doing all the work there.
Their weaknesses are just getting so exposed right now.
Yeah, now just an Ike left. What are you going to do here? The Ravenking had to deal with this game one, the last set, and it didn't go well. He did take 2 stocks, but he has to take 4. Oh, almost getting blocked out.
And I think that's exactly what they're setting up. Yes.
I love it. And then having the stone blocks too, just to make sure he was extra dead.
They're not getting through this so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't do much about that. That's tough.
Yeah, Onin playing the role of the Gravedigger, putting them down 6 feet under, and now they're going to be going game 3 with a 2-0 lead. What? All right, so we're going to be going right back into the match. They're not taking any time. They're feeling like they're ready to shift this momentum. They're not going to waste time rethink and re-strategize and go right back to the Joker. Gonna get in there. We'll see if Anthony and Onin can keep this up because they're playing so solid so far. And Ravenking kind of just getting caught up in errant Steve attacks. It's very unfortunate for him. Almost getting to the combo on his own teammate. That's not what he wants. Because he hasn't been able to get that at all this set, I think.
No, I don't think so.
Took plenty of stocks against Kopel and So Good Pop in the last set, but this set, they've just been falling out. They've been avoiding it every time. And a nice block to use for the tech. Very smart. Speaking of blocks, setting up for those edge guards again. Both Ike, well, sorry, this is not Ike, but both Arsene, Joker, and Mario can just get plonked out by it. So do have to be very cautious where he places those blocks as they're trying to recover.
Yeah, there we go, back air.
He was trying to create some space, but he got rushed down regardless, and Joker is quite good at that, especially with Arsene out.
And I think that may have been, what Ravenking was thinking when he chose Joker initially, was just how much more he can do faster with Joker rather than Ike against Steve on his blocks.
They had a brief moment of a 2v1, and they really took full advantage. Onin already hurting a little bit on the second stock, and this is looking pretty different from the first 2 games. Onin taking his time here, landing some hits, trying to pass to his teammate. They don't really get anything off of it, but they're still doing quite well here. And that's a nice 2-frame there to end the stock of Ravenking. Wizzy still holding on to that first, but it's a tied stock count. Wizzy getting a chance to 1v1 Onin here, actually instead going for the combo, but doesn't quite get it.
Oh, no,
that might be, okay, still has jump.
Okay, yeah.
Smart saving it.
I would have not had my jump there, I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah, definitely in this case, with so many random hits going everywhere, all these hitboxes, you really want to be holding onto that jump until you need it. And Onin going to be losing another stock, so that is now the stock lead once again for the blue team. He kind of carried off, but his teammate fine on his own for that moment. Ravenking doing a great job taking a stop.
Wizzy still not losing the stock, in fact.
Yeah, we're not seeing too much of Onin kind of like splitting up the opponent like we saw in those first couple games. See if he can resume that as we're kind of getting to the late stages of this match. Wizzy in a bad spot. However, gets a chance to go back on as his teammate is the one being attacked. Doesn't matter though, as the down smash will clear it out once again.
Anthony really good at getting out of his Mario up air bits.
Yeah, his ladders have been phenomenal all tournament. This Town and City pick though doesn't allow for it as often, which is interesting to see.
Jump up here.
Keeping the red team in disadvantage. Dangerous for them as they are now losing that stock and Anthony is alone. I don't know if he can get back into it because Wizzy, 2 fresh stocks. Ravenking still holding on to his last. That's a dead cloud. Can't deal with that. All right, so clawing their way into a game victory here. They're 2-1. Still have very much a good chance of getting to the winner's side of Grand Finals. But AnthonyIsntCool and Onin just need to take one more to clear this out, take the 1 seed for themselves.
And I think like what you said was a good observation of Onin not really blocking out other characters as much here in that game 3. So that really was a difference, and it was partially on Dark Wizzy and Ravenking for making sure that Onin could not start doing that. I think they kind of started honing in on those situations, where they were kind of blocked off, unable to do what they needed to. So they're kind of creating their own ground, saying, "Hey, we're setting the pace now, not you." And I think that's where we saw the difference there in game 3.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see also Ravenking didn't just write off Joker after that game 1. Like, he tried out the Ike as well, and he was just like, okay, actually Joker is the one for this matchup. I'm not just going to give up on him just because that first game went poorly. And that worked out here in game 3. Managed to take that game, and the Joker was pivotal for sure.
Yeah, I agree. And even if it doesn't work out this set, there's always a good chance that we might just see this set again in Grand Finals. So definitely, if we see that, it's probably going to be Joker all the way through. In a best of 5, why not test it out? You're gathering more important information for later. So good to know that.
And we're getting the music counter pick once again. All right, we got to watch. Is it going to be Mario music? He is the Mario guy.
So quick. Too fast.
Too quick. Either way, going to be... I'm sure that they're all sticking their characters. I don't see anybody switching here. They're all seem like they're comfortable with what they have chosen at this point. And we're going to be getting right into game 4 here.
The grand finale.
Small battlefield, less space than Town and City. That big stage was not benefiting them, or at least that seems to be what they're thinking here as they go into game 4. Oh, good tech, saving himself there. Almost got killed by an early forward air, and that can kind of devastate your momentum, especially after you lose game 3 after a 2-0. Gotta be careful here.
Nice catch. Was not able to do more off of that, but I like what was going on there.
Alright, Anthony at high percent. Still fine though, still alive. TNT coming out. Both teams gonna have to be careful about his placement. And the block kind of messing himself up a little bit there. Alright, good coverage on his teammate and actually getting both scooped up in there. Anthony finishing it off as well. Beautifully done from Team Red. Command grab pushing his teammate away, and that's a shield break. And his opponent is pushed away. That'll be whatever punish Anthony wants. Arsene coming out. Smart TNT usage though, keeping him away for a bit longer.
Waiting for something to come up.
I mean, that was well worth it.
Yeah,
taking out
absolutely.
Wizzy's second stock there with his first. But Wizzy going to get a nice ladder off the top. Kind of bringing it back a little bit, but this is looking pretty disparate already.
A lot happened in that last 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah, this game is going very fast. And another up smash, another stock taken. 2 left for blue team, looking pretty bad. AnthonyIsntCool and Onin looking very strong right now, though. Oh, that's a glaive beam on both of them. That's lots of damage. They can't afford that at this point. And that's going to be a block to Wizzy. Can't get through that.
Stone block.
Can't get through this either. Oh, Anthony kind of messing that up a little bit, but you know they got some stock to play with.
Nice back air. We're at least seeing a nice last push here. Not going to get the up smash though.
And he's setting up for a future edge guard. Doing that a little bit too early though, Antsy. But I mean, they're going to have to be careful though. You really don't want to have a comeback happen at this stage, but the finishing touch will do what its name intends, and they will finish out the set 3-1. Well done.
Yep, great adjustments there at the end. I think we